Welcome back to FlyEaglesFly News, where we break down everything about the Eagles with energy, insight, and the kind of enthusiasm only true fans can appreciate. Let's talk about what just went down in the NFL this past weekend because, honestly, it was a perfect storm for Philadelphia. The Packers stumbled in a way that no one really expected, Washington fell, and the Giants couldn't get it done either. And what does that mean? The Eagles are sitting comfortably as the #1 seed in the NFC and the top of the NFC East without even playing a game. That's right. All that hard work the team has been putting in, all those wins on the field, combined with a little chaos elsewhere, has positioned the Eagles exactly where every fan wanted them to be. It's not just luck. It's a combination of consistency, preparation, and a little bit of destiny smiling down on the team. The Green Bay Packers thought they had an easy path ahead. Everyone expected them to cruise against the Panthers, with fans already talking about Monday night, already imagining a win over the Eagles. But that didn't happen. The Panthers pulled off a 16-13 upset, exposing flaws that no one thought were there. Jordan Love, who has shown flashes of potential, made critical errors, showing that he's still growing into his role, and the Packers' defense wasn't enough to compensate for his mistakes. For a team worried about Philly, this is what happens when your focus gets split. The media and analysts will hype up every upcoming matchup, and players feel that pressure, but at the end of the day, you can't underestimate anyone in the NFL. And while we're talking about matchups, let's take a moment to discuss the bigger picture. This isn't just about the Packers losing. This is about Philadelphia consolidating power at the top of the conference. The NFC East rivals, Washington and the Giants, also fell short, which is significant because it highlights the division's current instability. The Eagles, meanwhile, have been methodical. They haven't just stumbled into this position. They've earned it with smart coaching, disciplined play, and a roster that has been executing on both sides of the ball. When you look at the games the Eagles tied or lost earlier in the season, it wasn't a lack of talent. It was moments where execution faltered. But this team has learned from those experiences, and now they're poised, focused, and ready to dominate the next stretch of games. One thing that stands out is how the other teams are reacting to Philly's dominance. Players like Micah Parsons have been vocal about keeping their eyes on the Eagles, and that pressure affects preparation. Coaches and players talk about trap games, but with a team as disciplined as the Eagles, there's no such thing. Every game is about execution, preparation, and making sure you don't beat yourself. The two games where mistakes cost points were lessons, not setbacks. Philadelphia has addressed those weaknesses and is approaching every upcoming opponent with clarity and focus. You can't overlook anyone in the NFL. The Panthers proved that, catching a team off guard and forcing mistakes. Teams that underestimate an opponent quickly find themselves on the wrong side of a score, and that's a lesson everyone in the league should be paying attention to. The trade rumors floating around also show how active the Eagles' front office has been behind the scenes. Names like Trey Hendrickson and Jalen Phillips have come up, with teams around the league speculating about potential moves. But Philadelphia has been strategic in how they navigate the trade market. The team isn't chasing headlines. They're planning moves that make sense for the roster long-term. The players who have already joined the team haven't even been part of the media speculation, and that's a clear indicator that the Eagles operate on a chessboard where every piece is considered and every move has a purpose. It's about building a team that's not just competitive now, but sustainable for the playoffs and beyond. Looking at the defensive side, Philadelphia has made calculated additions to strengthen areas that needed attention, but the focus has always been balance. The idea is not just to add names that sound big in the media. It's about players who fit the system, contribute immediately, and elevate the team's performance. The offense and defense work hand in hand, and this is evident in how the Eagles have dominated time of possession, controlled critical downs, and consistently put themselves in positions to win. Even when trade rumors swirl and speculation runs wild, the coaching staff and front office remain aligned on what truly matters: winning football games, protecting the roster, and making strategic decisions that benefit the team as a whole. Fans have every reason to feel confident. The NFC East has been unpredictable, but Philadelphia has handled itself with poise, showing that preparation outweighs hype. The team doesn't need to rely on other results to secure the top spot. They earn it every week with disciplined play. And while the media and rival fans may speculate, the Eagles continue to prove that consistency, resilience, and smart football will always win out in the end. The combination of a strong roster, strategic trades, and experienced coaching creates a framework where the team can thrive, even when other divisions stumble or when the spotlight shines elsewhere. Looking ahead, the schedule may bring challenges, but the Eagles have demonstrated the ability to adapt. Teams like the Panthers and others can throw surprises, but this team has learned how to manage adversity. The key is execution, focus, and ensuring every unit performs for 4 full quarters. Mistakes in the past have been instructive, shaping a squad that understands what it takes to win in the NFL. The combination of strong leadership, talented players, and an ability to capitalize on other teams' weaknesses ensures Philadelphia is not just a contender, but a dominant force in the NFC. Even beyond the wins and losses, what stands out is the culture the team has built. Players are accountable, prepared, and fully engaged in their roles. Trades and rumors aside, the focus never wavers from the field. Every practice, every game plan, and every matchup is analyzed and refined. This commitment to preparation is why the Eagles sit atop the NFC East, why they remain a serious contender for the top seed, and why fans can feel confident about the team's direction. The league may talk about potential trades, new acquisitions, or rising stars, but Philadelphia's methodical approach ensures that the narrative on the field is what truly counts. The Eagles' position at the top isn't just a reflection of the week that's passed. It's a reflection of months of hard work, discipline, and strategic planning. Other teams may falter or stumble, but this team has consistently shown an ability to win, learn, and adjust. The leadership both on the field and in the front office sets a tone that is rarely matched across the league. And while trade rumors like Trey Hendrickson, Jalen Phillips, or even potential surprises continue to swirl, the Eagles have demonstrated an ability to cut through speculation and focus on what matters, building a championship-caliber team. Fans watching at home should take pride in how this team handles the pressures of the NFL. While other squads get caught up in hype, rivalries, and media chatter, Philadelphia focuses on fundamentals, preparation, and execution. Every player knows their role, every coach knows the strategy, and every week, that preparation pays off. The results on the field, combined with strategic moves off the field, show a team that is not only aware of its strengths, but actively works to improve on weaknesses, ensuring continued success as the season moves forward. And as we continue to watch the NFC landscape, it's clear that the Eagles' position at the top is no accident. It's earned through discipline, focus, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. While other teams scramble, make mistakes, or underestimate opponents, Philadelphia capitalizes on every opportunity. Whether it's analyzing film, making precise adjustments, or ensuring every player contributes to the team's vision, the Eagles operate with a level of preparation that puts them ahead of the competition week after week. Now, turning our attention to the swirling trade rumors, there has been no shortage of speculation about who could be coming or going. But the reality is Philadelphia's front office has been deliberate, calculating, and strategic. Names like Trey Hendrickson and Jalen Phillips have dominated headlines, yet nothing is certain until deals are officially made. The Eagles have shown a pattern of moving quietly, acquiring players who fit the system rather than chasing hype, and that approach has kept the team competitive while other organizations scramble to catch up. What's fascinating is that the players who have actually joined the team recently weren't even part of the media chatter, which signals that the Eagles may be positioning themselves for moves that few outside the organization can predict. This level of discretion ensures that rivals cannot anticipate Philadelphia's strategy and that each acquisition maximizes value for the roster. When discussing potential additions, defensive reinforcements remain a top priority. Trey Hendrickson, for example, has been a name on the market, leading some to speculate about his availability and the impact he could bring to a pass rush that already impresses with its depth and versatility. Yet the Eagles' interest in him is balanced by other considerations, including age, salary, and fit within the defensive scheme. Jalen Phillips, on the other hand, represents a younger, dynamic option who could provide long-term benefits. The balancing act between immediate needs and future potential is a hallmark of Philadelphia's approach, and it's clear the front office is weighing all angles before making any move. Fans may read headlines and form opinions, but the team, is operating on a level of strategy that often goes unseen until the transactions are finalized. Meanwhile, the offensive side of the roster remains solid and, for now, untouchable in terms of major trades. A.J. Brown has been the subject of questions, but the answer is a firm no. Philadelphia understands the value of maintaining stability at the wide receiver position, particularly with a weapon as impactful as Brown. Removing a key piece from the offense for emotional or speculative reasons is not part of the Eagles' plan. The team's leadership recognizes that building around established strengths, especially in the passing game, ensures that every unit on the field performs at a high level. The continuity and chemistry this approach fosters cannot be overstated. Beyond individual players, the overarching theme is that the Eagles are playing chess while the rest of the league plays checkers. Every decision, from trades to draft picks to on-field strategy, is made with a long-term vision in mind. Philadelphia isn't just reacting to rumors or responding to other teams. They are shaping their own destiny. Whether it's analyzing opponents, preparing game plans, or executing complex defensive schemes, the organization has demonstrated a level of foresight that consistently puts them ahead of the curve. Even when the media speculates about potential trades, the team's internal focus remains on performance, preparation, and maintaining the edge over their competition. Considering the NFC East, the Eagles' dominance is not just statistical, it's psychological. Rival teams are aware of Philadelphia's strength, and that awareness influences how they prepare and play. There is a pressure that comes with facing a top-seeded team, and opponents often find themselves second-guessing decisions or playing more conservatively. This dynamic benefits the Eagles, as they can capitalize on mistakes, exploit weaknesses, and maintain control over games even before the first snap. The combination of skill, discipline, and preparation creates a scenario where the Eagles dictate the pace and flow of the division, forcing opponents to react rather than execute their own game plan. Looking at the broader NFL landscape, the importance of strategic roster moves cannot be overstated. Philadelphia has demonstrated an ability to identify opportunities, target the right players, and execute acquisitions without disrupting team chemistry. This is evident in how recent additions integrate seamlessly, contributing immediately while complementing established stars. The balance between seasoned veterans and emerging talent ensures that the Eagles are competitive in the present while building towards sustained success. Every move, from trades to draft considerations, is designed to strengthen the team's ability to perform under pressure, navigate adversity, and ultimately compete at the highest level when it matters most. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments, and let's talk birds. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NFL world, whispers of a blockbuster signing are now escalating into what some are calling the offseason's most electrifying move. According to sources close to the team and confirmed by ESPN insiders, the Philadelphia Eagles have reportedly secured contracts with not one, but two high-profile stars, a development that could instantly redefine the franchise's trajectory. The identities of the players remain closely guarded, fueling speculation that the Eagles have managed to pull off a coup rivaling some of the league's most headline-grabbing trades. While details are scarce, the buzz around the league suggests that both athletes bring not only skill and experience, but also a magnetic presence that could galvanize the Eagles roster. Fans are already flooding social media, debating who these mystery signees could be, with names ranging from perennial Pro Bowlers to game-changing offensive weapons. This rumor, first hinted at in late-night industry chatter, has now been substantiated by ESPN's sources, giving the frenzy a sense of credibility that few speculative stories enjoy. Analysts are quick to point out that if even one of these players turns out to be as impactful as rumored, Philadelphia could instantly emerge as a Super Bowl contender. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Questions swirl about how the Eagles will balance the roster, manage salary cap implications, and integrate these potential stars into a system already known for its strategic complexity. Locker room dynamics could be another storyline entirely. Insider chatter suggests that the team's young core is buzzing with excitement, though veteran players may face the challenge of adjusting to a sudden influx of elite talent. The coaching staff, too, has been tight-lipped, offering nothing but cryptic hints at upcoming, game-changing acquisitions. The timing, analysts argue, could be perfect. Philadelphia enters the offseason with clear ambitions to dominate, and the addition of two marquee players could be the catalyst for a historic run. For now, fans can only speculate and hope that the rumors bear fruit. One thing is certain, the NFL offseason just got a lot more interesting. And if these signings are real, the Eagles may have just sent the rest of the league into a frenzy of defensive recalculations and headline-making anticipation. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.